I had the idea for this company when I was music managing, and I was trying to get someone I manage a pair of jeans to be in a music video shoot thing. And I wanted to make sure that they were sustainable fashion jeans, because I think it's really important that people support sustainable fashion only. So I went looking for some sustainable fashion wear, and it was just insanely difficult to find any kind of directory of sustainable fashion. And then once you'd found someone that you could partner with, potentially you had to email, like find all the emails, like trawling through the website, as we've all done for lots of stuff, I'm sure, lots of trawling. So I just thought it was insane, because it's such an obvious connection to me. Like, there's always people looking for influencers on Instagram or in music shoots, or like people styling things, and there's no easy way to make sure that what you're getting is sustainable fashion. So I just had the idea for, initially my idea was that I'd do like a voluntary thing that I'd spend my time doing, and then I realised that was insane, and that obviously it was going to take a lot of time. So that's when I contacted Kaale, who's got a history experience in social media and fashiony stuff, and yeah, we started going from there, really.
I am a social media marketer, and I work with a lot of small brands, and they're always on the hunt for influencers and people to work with just to get their brand and name out. But the thing is that I feel as if the influencer marketing, that industry, is getting bigger, but I know that it'll kind of die down eventually, like many things do, like many trends do on the internet. I think working with music influencers is the next one up. So when Ella told me about this, I was like, this is exactly what kind of the businesses that I've worked with, what they were looking for. They were looking for something new, something beyond what they're used to. So yeah, I work in social media, so I'm always on Instagram and Facebook, whether I like it or not. And I just have a real passion about sustainable fashion. A lot of the times, fast fashion, the big labels, they have so much publicity and so much press that it's kind of all you're bombarded with. And I felt as if there needed to be a platform where sustainable brands and small businesses that do ethical, have ethical practices, they need to have a reach and a platform, so it's easier for them to be known about.
Sustainability is something lots of musicians really care about, but they're at a loss of how to talk about it in their public life. And also, there's so many great movements like Music Declares Emergency, Bye Bye Plastic, like all these cool things which are like musicians clubbing together and being like, we really care about the environment, but there's no specific way for that to channel. And fashion, everyone wears clothes. Like, it's a really easy way to do it. The thing we're trying to make sure we do is think, such a cliche, but we're trying to think outside the box, basically, and not go for, so the traditional PR model is like going for really rich people who can afford to spend thousands of money on a brand partnership deal that may or may not happen. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to work with up and coming musicians and more established musicians, which meant creating a price point that is not a barrier. So we've got £5 a month for musicians, and £5 a month for managers. And the same goes for brands. That we wanted to make sure that a lot of brands starting up now are sustainable, because they've realised obviously it matters a lot. And that means they probably don't have as much money as some of the more well-established brands. So we've made it £10, £25 or £50 depending on the size of the brand. So that's really affordable, and that's more we hope, because we want to make sure that anyone can join. We're totally inclusive, basically. Yeah. From the 3rd of October, which is Saturday, we've got the membership platforms open for business. We're accepting paying members from that date. Up until then, it's free for the first 6 months as well, once you sign up on the pre-registered thing. We're going to be very, transparent and chat with people. And if anyone wants to get in touch, they can just DM us. We're, not being closed.
And have a look on our Instagram, it's Petra Partnerships, to see our pre-launch collaborations we've done already. Is that's something to give you a little taste of what a musician can do, what a brand can do, and what we can do together as well.